The Department of Parks and Wildlife Management, in partnership with the National Environment Agency (NEA), recently organized a tree planting event in Nyambai and Kabafita forest parks. The initiative, part of the ABS project implementation, united diverse stakeholders to plant various tree species aimed at restoring biodiversity and safeguarding the forests in Brikama in the West Coast region. More in this report. Held on Saturday, August 23, 2025, the tree planting exercise is part of a larger 4-year project 2025 to 2029 focused on the Nagoya Protocol and access and benefit sharing known as the ABS project, funded by the Global Environmental Facility. The project's main objective is to ensure fair and equitable sharing of benefits derived from the use of genetic resources while strengthening the Gambia's national policies, regulatory frameworks, institutional capacity, and knowledge base to implement the Nagoya Protocol effectively. Awakar Kujabi, the coordinator of the project, explained the project's intervention strategy and its benefits to the country.
This project called Access and Benefit Sharing emanated from a convention that the Gambia is a party to, that is United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity. So the diversity is what we want to maintain. So we cannot have achieved the biological diversity when we don't include the communities. So this is one of the activities that we started a week ago, where communities were engaged. We discussed with them to see how we could address some of the issues that we are experiencing within this forest park, that is Nyambai Forest Park. And one of them is the waste disposal within the forest. We know coming here to do the tree planting without addressing some of these issues will be just come and see us, we are planting the trees, but the growing aspect of it will not be realized. And the ABS, as they did mention, is here to address some of the key issues.
During the event, participants planted over 600 trees, including species such as talo, jello, malena, and bamboo. These efforts mark a significant step towards ecosystem restoration, biodiversity protection, and the sustainable use of genetic resources. Dr. Dauda Baji, Executive Director of the National Environment Agency, who took part in the activity, emphasized the importance of the ABS project and tree planting for environmental protection. He urged all stakeholders to nurture the trees to secure a better future.
The ABS, the Nagoya Protocol, access to benefit sharing. It's something that is going to revitalize this, and then the communities around can benefit from the importance of these genetic species that are fading out of this country. And it is our role, the current generation, to ensure that we really build the future that we want our children to inherit.
In addition to the tree planting, the project conducts sensitization programs to educate local communities in Nyambai, Kabafita, Farato, Jalambang, and Jambur on biodiversity conservation and sustainable genetic resource use. Participants included representatives from government agencies, environmental organizations, local communities, and the Traditional Healers Association. This initiative aims to promote active community involvement in biodiversity management and conservation. Mamadou Gassama, Director of Parks and Wildlife Management, and Madang Jasi, the Deputy Director of the Department of Forestry, highlighted the critical role of this initiative in preserving the country's biodiversity.
Tomorrow, posterity will also judge us on this. It is important, Dr. mentioned, that it's not only about tree planting, it's tree growing. Since in 70s, in Jara time, they have planted a lot of trees in the country. Jammeh came, now it's Barrow's time. Let's see what our legacy defines us. It is extremely important once we plant trees, let's grow them. Let's protect them until they reach a beneficial level.
We have a way of easily knowing where we plant the tree and what type of tree, and be monitoring it after uploading it. And we'll ensure that our guys on the ground will be doing that constantly, because we've trained a lot of people across the country in regards to GIS and so forth.
By Sambaba, the Alcalde of Birkama Wellingara acknowledged NEA and the Department of Parks and Wildlife for engaging the community, noting that for years locals were excluded from forest management. He stressed that forest progress depends on all stakeholders, including the community, and emphasized the need to plant trees and provide food for wildlife.
Forest onying adokundo anin kadeng abesoniala. Bari kunum community maje ko idabe nyim foreso konolede kunum so ning arra foreso be tinya sotola oton sa jeko ñimmira sifalle be nun je kunum.
Maria Mandao Jaju, the director of the Central Project Coordination Unit at the Ministry of Environment, and Usman Bojang, the governor of West Coast Region, also said their views during the occasion.
Initiative is towards achieving that NDC2. And this has so many environmental benefits. Reduction of flooding. I mean, you can see in the media, I was just looking at the newspapers, and I saw flooding in other countries, landslides. And this is because those trees that should protect and reduce the flooding, people have settled in waterways. But there are ways that we can use nature-based solutions that we can use to reduce those flooding. And this tree planting is one of them.
The forests need to be protected. Every species that is being planted here need to be monitored. But the people need to know what you are doing on a daily basis. That's the only way they can also be part of it. I had one of the alcalos just told you here. You know, they definitely kind of finally feel that they are part of it. And that's very, very important. The forest is, all of us are key stakeholders, but there are people who are entrusted to manage it. And that management needs to come to you.
Key objectives of the project include providing technical support to develop ABS-related policies and legal frameworks, piloting administrative measures for community protocols and bioprospecting, and promoting ABS complaint management of protected areas such as the Nyambai Forest Complex. This collaborative effort has been described as the Gambia's commitment to environmental sustainability through community engagement, policy development, and practical conservation actions. Maria Madem, reporting for Star TV News.